Well. Funny seeing you here. It is a Monday afternoon. It's still bloody freezing, but it's Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com boys. Early today, the Russie rumour rating returned with lots of strikers that we've been linked with, which we sort of bloody need. Obviously, tomorrow we've got Fulham and then obviously Palace at the weekend. If you are going to the game on Tuesday, make sure you get there early. And make sure you get to the fan zone because we've got a very special guest with our friends in collaboration with our friends at the fan zone. An ex-player who will be appearing on the West Ham Network soon with an exclusive interview. Not giving any names away. Thomas Repka. It's worth going just to see what's going to happen. I don't know. I've had a mad week with Thomas Repka. I will reveal, probably in one of our members-only podcasts, it has been a crazy week with Thomas Repka. But it's Hammers Headlines in association with the KUMB.com. Boys, don't forget to check them out for latest news, reviews, and opiniones. So let's crack into it and let's talk London Stadium. Lots of stuff talking about London Stadium, and there's been a report which was on the Sun on Sunday, which you may well have read, and it doesn't put the stadium in a very good light at the moment. West Ham are apparently at the centre of an amazing £206.9 million forecast involving the London Stadium, according to a report in the Sun on Sunday. The newspaper's print edition claimed that the remarkable fee is future losses calculated by the stadium owners, E20 LLP. Obviously, with the bill set to be footed by the taxpayer. The report claims that West Ham paid just £4.4 million in rent last year, which didn't even cover the £8.3 million they spent on repairs and solar panels fitted to the roof. Another interesting detail from the report is that the Irons are involved in a legal dispute of over £4 million payment to the E20 LLP that they were forced into as part of their lease agreement after Daniel Kudrinski bought more shares into the club. So it was that sort of, that was that period where we couldn't sell because they then have to give a percentage away. Well, obviously that involved increased investment, which we had from Daniel Kudrinski about a year ago. So apparently we're in the legal dispute there. £206 million, isn't it? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. How much money they're hemorrhaging there. And then it would make so much sense to hand the keys over. But whether we'd want to, because I've not been playing, funny, you're playing £4.4 million. And this year we're playing less because obviously we'll have no European football and obviously no extra cup games now because of Aston Villa on Friday. So, that goes to our profit, and in terms of recording record revenue, record, player sales, investments and things like that. So it just, the government will look at that sooner rather than later. They have to. It's £206 million, £207 million if we round it up. Absolutely crazy. But obviously that will not affect transfer budgets and stuff to do with West Ham because we are merely tenants. We don't own the stadium. Someone like Tottenham, who have £1 billion bill still to pay, that doesn't affect West Ham, thankfully. Talking about looking ahead to transfers, obviously there was been a massive call for Aguerd to come back, and indeed it does seem that the £30 million player will potentially be back at the London Stadium in the summer.
Which one?
In the summer with Graham Potter obviously favouring more of a progressive style for his defenders. I think Naif is like so suited to the Potter style in terms of his attributes, and obviously having a fantastic time at Real Sociedad at the moment, being one of the star defenders in La Liga with the likes of Real Madrid and teams like that, interested about maybe acquiring him in the summer. There could be an option of him coming back, but according to Sean Wheaton, West Ham do not have an option to recall him from his loan. And West Ham apparently regret the lack of option inserted into the loan deal last summer. Very much it was seen that he was going to go, and this was sort of the first stage of him moving on, and therefore West Ham didn't put a loan sort of recall clause back in there. Hindsight's a great thing because obviously he would probably go straight into the side now under Graham Potter, where he wouldn't have done so under Pellegrini, for example. It comes, all this stuff from Sean comes after Estadio Deportivo reported on Saturday that Aguerd's time in Spain was in jeopardy following Graham Potter's appointment at West Ham. He will remain on season-long loan to Real Sociedad. The previous head coach didn't rate the centre defender, and the Hammers are now regretting the lack of option on the recall of their defender. Speaking about loan news, let's talk about some loan players. Now, Naif is playing tonight. They play Villarreal tonight. But in terms of the other first teamers, JWP, he played the first 85 minutes for Nottingham Forest as they beat Luton Town 2-0 in the FA Cup third round to progress to the fourth round. Freddie Potts started and played the first half for Portsmouth as they lost to Wycombe Wanderers 2-0 away from home in the third round. A starring role from Gideon Kidoa from the Academy, who's out on loan there at the moment, but we'll talk about that in the Academy show. As I said, Naif will not playing today. He's playing tonight, rather. Kurt Zuma was in the matchday squad, but his side back from their winter break lost 5-0 at home to Al Hilal. And as I said, Real Sociedad play tonight against Villarreal. And that is it, my friends. That is literally it today. We've got the Academy show a bit later on. So make sure you check that out and go check out the Rusty Rumour rating show we did this morning. Any more breaking news that we bring to you, we find out we'll bring to you as soon as possible. But don't forget to check out neesmanbrand.com for latest news, reviews, and opiniones. And I will see you later on, my friends. Take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith. Come you irons.